I just wanted to make a video and kind of share my story with you guys. I was with some friends yesterday at a going away party, and we just started talking about our stories, and I realized that, you know, I have a lot of new followers that haven't heard my story before, and I really just wanted to share that with you guys. So I guess it all kind of started back when I lived in Arizona in around 2008. You know, growing up in high school, I was a swimmer. I swam throughout growing up since I was probably 8 years old. I was on a swim team year-round, very competitive. And after high school, I stopped swimming. I stopped swimming. Talk much? Anyways, so I stopped swimming after high school, and I didn't really realize how when you're in group sports like that, team sports, a lot of times you don't learn how to work out on your own, you know? So I lifted growing up, but I didn't really know how to lift because I just always did what a coach told me to do. And same with my swimming workouts, you know, I just did what I was told. And so when I got into college, I didn't really know how to work out on my own, and, you know, just got caught up in life and everything. And in 2008, I remember going to the doctor and stepping on the scale, and I was 270 pounds. And I mean, I had never been skinny, you know, my whole life. I had never been skinny. You know, I was always so much bigger than my friends, but in high school I was probably like 150 pounds, which, like, nowadays I'm like, wow, that's pretty skinny. But you know, when you have friends who are like 100 pounds and you're 150 pounds, you don't feel very skinny. And so I remember when I got on the scale and I was 270 pounds, I was like, what the fuck happened to me? Like, you know, people think like, oh my God, like, how did you get like that? Like, it wasn't like overnight, of course, you know, but you stop like weighing yourself. You stop doing these things because you're in denial, right? And this was like, I was faced with it, and it was really like this light bulb went in my head, and I was like, Randy, you're fucking, you know, 21, 22 years old. Like, is this what you want with your life? And I made the choice that day that was not what I wanted with my life. And so in a year, I lost 100 pounds. I got down to 170 pounds. And, you know, you would think like, oh, great, like, I should feel great, right? I should be on top of the world. But, you know, I never dealt with what was going on here, the issues that I had inside. And I wasn't happy at 170 pounds. And because of that, I started to yo-yo diet, you know. I didn't have a good relationship with food. I, you know, would starve myself whenever I started to gain weight, or I would punish myself when I overate by doing tons and tons of cardio. And it was never something that I could maintain. And I just always felt like if I was so afraid of getting back to where I was, because I had worked so desperately hard to lose that weight. And I felt like if I gained weight, then I would lose my value, and I wasn't valuable, you know, when I was overweight. And so, you know, this went on for a while, and then, you know, 2009, I moved to Hawaii, and, you know, this is where I found group fitness, and I started taking classes. I started taking body pump, and I just remember like picking up a barbell, and it felt like I was coming home. God, I'm like getting emotional, but it felt like that's what I was supposed to do. And I felt strong. I felt strong, and it felt good to feel strong. Felt fucking great to feel strong, you know? And I thought, I can do this. Like, I can do this. I need to teach this class. Body pump became a huge part of who I am. Like, I have to get back to this. I have to get back to this. And so a training came along. You know, they needed more body pump instructors, and I took that leap. You know, I was so here's this fat person. I mean, I wasn't fat at that point, but you know, I wasn't, you know, I wasn't confident. Like, so for me, I wasn't outgoing. Like, so for me to be like, I'm gonna teach in front of a group of people was a huge step for me. Like, I never thought that would be possible. And so I took that leap. I got certified. It was really difficult for me. It was really difficult for me. I had never taught a class before. I had never been in front of a group of people, so it was really something different for me and challenging for me. But it really is what changed my life. You know, it gave me the confidence that I lacked my whole life. And it gave me a purpose. It made me feel like I had a purpose. You know, being able to inspire and motivate other people. It felt like that is what that's what I was sent here to do. And you know, body pump led to body combat, which body combat, if you know me, body combat is my heart. I mean, body combat is my soul's workout. Like, when I teach body combat, when I take body combat, it's unlike any feeling that I've ever felt before. And then I got certified in CX Works, Grit, and I've been teaching now for over 5 years. And I remember when it had been about 6 months to a year I had been teaching, and I thought, you know, I need to do something else to start bettering myself, to be a better instructor, to be able to motivate and inspire others. And that's when I hired a personal trainer. I started to learn how to lift weights on my own, you know. Before then, like, I had never gone on the weight room floor. I was just too scared to. I didn't, you know, I felt intimidated. And, you know, shout out to my personal trainer at 24 Hour Fitness, Windward, Evan Grace. Like, he's the first person who taught me how to deadlift, you know, and to crave heavy lifting. Like, I started to crave it. Like, I wanted it. And I was teaching a class at 24 Hour Fitness Mililani, and I saw a poster for the powerlifting championships at Moanalua High School, and I'm like, powerlifting? Like, what's this all about? Let's go check it out. And I went, and I don't know if I told you this, Anika, but I remember seeing you squat, this 105-pound little girl squat over 2 times her body weight, and I was just like, wow. I was so inspired. And I remember seeing Rowena, I remember seeing you, and that, like, squatting like over 300 pounds, and I'm like, this is so inspirational. I want to do this. And so I looked up Mana Barbell, and like a month later went in and signed up, and you know, it's what's led me to where I am today. And I can honestly say, without group fitness, I would have never had that confidence to pursue powerlifting. And I just can't believe that it's come so far. And I just wanted to share that with you guys. And really the biggest transformation for me now through this all has been in the last year. And the biggest transformation has been fully loving and accepting myself. Because that's something that I haven't had my entire life. You know, now, again, I'm at one of the heaviest body weights I've been at. but I love myself so much more. And lifting weights and powerlifting has made me feel so strong from the inside out. And that has been the transformation. You know, like change doesn't come here. Change comes here. It has to start here. Otherwise, you're gonna find yourself always looking for more. But if you can find love and acceptance here, like that's where it all transforms, and that's where it all changes. And this past year, it's been hard, but when I finally decided that I was enough and I was worthy of everything that I've accomplished, good things started happening. And I believe in myself 110%. And it's one thing to say you believe in yourself, but it's one thing to really, truly, 100% feel it and own it and know it. And I know it. I know it. And I don't need anyone else to, because at the end of the day, it's me. This is my life. This is my journey. But what I want to do is I want to share this with you, because I know that there are so many people out there who have been through similar things or who are going through similar things. We have so much more in common than we want to admit. You know, like we want to divide and we want to like put up these walls between us, but we are so much more alike than we want to admit. And I just want to share with you, and I hope, you know, in some way that you can connect with this, because it's taken me struggles, and I'm still, you know, aspiring to be better every single day, but it's taken me these struggles, and I would never give any of them up, because it's led me to where I am today, you know. Under 2 weeks out from Olympia. Guys, this is just incredible. And I just want to thank you guys so much. Thank you for letting me share my story. And I hope that I can give some light, some joy, some inspiration to at least one person out there. And look forward to posting more videos coming soon. Aloha.